Well, we've got an update at the state level, some important breaking news from Alex Jones. It's very important. All is not lost. They're going to try every game in the book. They're going to try using very little-known rules, and if they can't do that, they'll break the rules. But never underestimate the massive pressure that can be brought on these people if everybody calls the legislators. And Alex Jones is going to bring us up to date on that right now.
My fellow freedom lovers, we have some incredibly positive news on multiple fronts for you tonight, and it is so good to be able to give you this information. All the viewers of InfoWars Nightly News watching tonight, it is so important that you get these articles and send them out to everybody you know. It is so important that you spread the word, because the American people, constitutionalists, libertarians, conservatives, patriots, need to know that we can win with logic and truth, because most so-called liberals are not bad people. They've just been brainwashed. And we have some very, again, exciting news here. The Democrats have pulled the plug on gun and ammo bans in Illinois. It was basically Dianne Feinstein's federal bill at the state level, pushed by the Chicago Mafia, led by Rahm Emanuel, to ban over 90% of all guns. Pump shotguns, pump rifles, revolvers, semi-auto rifles, semi-auto handguns, over 90%. And the NRA, to their credit, came out against it yesterday. They were flooded with phone calls, people visiting the State House. The leader of the Senate introduced it. They had the votes yesterday. And because of your pressure and because of logic and news articles coming out showing that areas of Illinois where they have high gun ownership have no murders, we're about to cover that, and areas that have no gun ownership, like Chicago, highest crime rate in the world, 500+ murders in 2012 and growing. So Democrats have pulled the plug on gun and ammo bans. They were going to ban ammo, most of it. They were going to ban shooting ranges, make it impossible, basically, ban almost all guns. This is Feinstein's federal bill. It says she can just order stuff turned in at ATF discretion. So now there's that big fight. But if they would have gotten this victory, and they still might sneak it in tomorrow, they could be playing possum, but the fact that they had to pull back is a victory. And we'll fight them in the courts as well if they do sneak it through. But the point is their legislature closes tomorrow. And so this is a first-look victory where the global crime syndicate that wants to disarm us, Chicago, is strongest. They're failing. A federal court just ruled last week that Chicago had to stop its unconstitutional concealed carry ban, that Illinois had to stop it. The common sense is coming out. We're starting to win. This is great news. More great news out of Illinois, out of CBS News. They're having to report on this. No murders in Aurora in 2012. By the way, we've got an affiliate in Aurora, also in Chicago. Great people there. Good people in Illinois, fed on by the mafia, who are standing up against this tyranny and victim disarmament. Of course criminals want to disarm the people. Of course the mafia that's run Chicago for 100 years wants to disarm them. They are the second largest city in Illinois. Just huge population. It's like the size of Austin last time I checked. Giant. And they have not had any murders because they're the most pro-gun area of Illinois. Aurora is the model for America, not Chicago. Get this information out. They're being forced off their own crime statistics, like the FBI crime statistics. 20% reduction last 8 years because of guns proliferating. The gun culture is winning. The only thing where you see higher crime rates is Chicago and New York. Continuing here, gun checks soar 39%, set new record for the FBI. They estimate that 10 million guns were sold in December. Do you know what the previous record was? It was right under. It was like 4,900,000-something. And that was in 2012 in 1 month when Obama in November got reelected. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now 10 million guns, and that's just the ones they're tracking. There's all the other private sales. You tyrants, this isn't Russia where you're going to take over and kill 60 million of us. This isn't Nazi Germany. Listen, you can go to hell, okay? It doesn't mean you can't come kill me. It doesn't mean you can't shut down a few of the big, guys up front. But that's what this is all about. It's about kicking your ass. I'm willing to be set up or imprisoned or killed to make sure you don't enslave America, because that's what it's all about to be a man. That's why the COINTELPRO and the feds attack us 24/7, because they know we're real and they know we get results. You know how proud I am that when it was only on a local gun alert that we took the story and shot it out to everybody and the NRA responded? You know how proud I am that time and time again, my InfoWars crew and my writers like Paul Watson and Kurt Nimmo and Steve Watson and Don Salazar and Aaron Dykes and our rest of our crew and Mike Adams are on the front lines. We're an example to all of you. You're leaders too. Just last week, one of our listeners, because it's on his YouTube channel, he's a listener, put out a video showing the Bloomberg Hollywood people saying to ban guns, or in all these violent movies misusing guns. And that thing was on Fox News, you name it, millions of views online, millions of views. I mean, it's just a regular guy who sees hypocrisy and takes action. This is what we're talking about. This is exciting. This is how we're going to have victories. We're going to beat Feinstein. We're going to beat her with her attempted bill to disarm us. It doesn't matter if the mainstream media tries to keep it quiet, their sneak attack. The alternative media, the real media, the anti-state-run media, the globalists are state-run media, Piers Morgan state-run media. You are a real citizen. You are the media. You are the press. You are the First Amendment. You are the resistance, and you are starting to win on every front. So intensify operations against the globalists. Smash them and bring them down everywhere you are. Banner hangs, poster hangs, Federal Reserve notes about the Federal Reserve, whatever. Get the word out everywhere. Get it out on the walls. Get it out everywhere. Nothing's going to stop us. You globalists think you're going to take us down. I know you're scared, and I know that's why you've been trying to close the door on us, because you know, as Brzezinski has said, liberty is rising. I know in my gut that some of us individually won't make it out of this, but ideas will. Because as V says, paraphrasing all the historians throughout thousands of years, from Rome to our republic, ideas are bulletproof. It was Victor Hugo, the French philosopher and statesman and liberty lover, that said, no army can stop an idea whose time has come. And it's V that paraphrases that and says, you've taken my body down. Flesh and blood can die, but ideas are bulletproof. And you, while you're still alive and can resist, throughout time and space are bulletproof. Live now, stand up now, resist now. We are going to smash these people. They'll stage more school shootings, don't worry. They'll probably bomb federal buildings, the globalists will. They'll stage more Fast and Furiouses. They'll probably have Hezbollah attack us, or groups they blame on Hezbollah. It doesn't matter. We know you're the terrorist, New World Order. It's too late. We know you did 9/11. We know you did it all. I take you back now to InfoWars, Nightly News, and David Knight.
Wow, that was really powerful. And you know, the quote that we've got from Albert Einstein today really ties in with this. He says, great spirits have always encountered violent opposition from mediocre minds. Alex just gave us a great, rousing speech. And you know what? Anybody who opposes this, anybody, and it's not just Alex, it's not just those of us who are here, it's those of you who stand up, who make the difference, the people who pick up the phone, who put pressure on legislators, who write, who do literature handouts, who, petition the government as redress of their grievances, as we have a constitutional protection to do that in the First Amendment. Those people, you people, are the ones with great spirits, who are standing up to the mediocre minds, who are not paying attention, who don't understand the real import of what is at risk here.